Okay, what is good, guys? Another update video, and as you can see, it's a little different. It's not just my face. I'm actually sharing my screen for once, and like I said, I want to show you a bit more about behind the scenes. Now, I was planning on actually recording like videos on how I study emails, on how I write them, but it just was such a distraction and low leverage activity. And even though it like took a few minutes, it was just so annoying to just think about like, oh, I have to do this, I have to speak now, and it's just annoying. So I scratched that idea, but instead I'm just going to show you what I'm doing, the behind the scenes, and I think this will be perfect for my purposes at least. So it's been around 2 weeks since I've started like getting into the niche of ecom. You can see I've designed a bunch of emails, and don't worry, like within these emails there's even more emails in the tabs, there's even pop-up forms and all kinds of stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. Like I've spent like 50 hours right now designing freaking emails, which is insane. Now, a little bit of a bummer that I realized in the last week as far as an update was that yes, I was waiting on my domains to warm up, but I didn't realize I could have started sending DMs with the free value that I was doing, and maybe I could have gotten a few clients along the way without even doing email. And I didn't like make an excuse. It was like in the back of my head, I didn't even think about this. And the reason why was I've always thought that it would be better to send DMs and emails at the same time, to have a better chance. But then I realized it doesn't really matter whether you send DMs or email and when you send them, because it's a completely different marketing channel, right? It doesn't matter if they see it at the exact same time or a different day. So that's what I realized, funnily enough, on the same day that my domain stopped warming up. So it's a new lesson that I learned. I don't know, I just never thought about it. Like, it's so mundane and just so stupid. But I just always thought like, oh, I'm going to do them at the same time, because I'm a perfectionist. So that's how just my brain thinks. So yeah, it's currently Saturday. Domains are warmed up, and we're gonna start sending outreach on Monday. I'm so excited. But as far as like update wise, nothing really happened. I've just been breaking down email, designing, preparing my outreach systems. Like using a Loom presentation, you can literally see that right here. I'm just building that right now for my Loom. I have my outreach scripts ready, my DM scripts. I would show that to you, but then you would just copy it. You can see I have a bunch of stuff here. I'm breaking down email, Dr. Squatch, Conscious Bar, like a lot of stuff here. And the way I'm doing this is literally, I just do this for like 30 minutes a day because it's not the highest leverage thing, but what this is doing is building assets for the future, right? So literally I can now use this as part of my pay investment part in outreach, and that'll just be really cool, kind of show these images of these emails. I have a bunch of swipe files of pop-up forms and brands that I try to study. Like you can literally see I'm breaking this down, and it's not that hard in terms of like psychology. It's really simple copy, but what it helps me kind of, at least I think, do is just help me think in the way of these big brands. And what I've noticed is they're just executing on the smallest things in the best way, right? It's really simple. There's nothing really special, and I've just been getting really good at design. I'm going to show you a few of these emails, guys. Oh, I can't open this in another tab. So this is an email. This is a good one. I can show you this one. Of course, I'm just going to show you guys the best ones I have. Nah, but yeah, like I'm just going to show you a few of these because it was really, really cool. I think I'm getting okay. Like you can see, this was one of my first ones, so don't judge me. This one is not the best and is lagging a little bit. So like you can see, you have a nice infographic, little cool sections here. Then we have an us versus them email. I'm also learning a lot as far as value delivery, how I'm supposed to get results. Oh, I remember this one. This one was actually really good. I thought this was amazing, like super dope. You can see all of these designs, right? This is an email I'm designing right now. You can see it's like a hemp drink, like a THC drink. Really cool. I haven't finished it yet, but you can see the hero section looks okay. Then we have this one, which is one of my favorite emails that I designed. I actually recorded this for you. Jesus, that scared the heck out of me. It was like the wind. I thought someone broke in. Jesus Christ, give me a heart attack. And yeah, like you can see, this was their before email right here. Boom, and this is the after email. I think this one turned out. This is one of my best ones, I think, just because of the simplicity. And I just really like these chains here. I don't know why. You can see the best sellers here, right? Even pop-up forms, I'm doing that as well. Micro commitment, you've got, and we have a mystery discount. And I'm just learning a lot, guys, and it's really fun. You can see this one actually is pretty good as well. Really, really cool stuff. I actually really enjoy this. Sometimes I'll be honest, the designs don't turn out the best. This one is good as well. Like this one is actually pretty cool. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. Maybe I could remove this because I'm learning that it's better to do less. And this one has a lot of stuff in it. But like, yeah, like you can see this guy's even pop-up forms. I'm getting okay at the design. Sometimes the design doesn't turn out as good as I think. Let me show you one of the emails that actually turned out pretty, not badly, but it just doesn't look the best in my opinion. Like you can see this just doesn't, like the thing with some brands is they have such a simple mundane design that I just don't want to go off brand too much, and then I end up just making it looking a little weird like this. This section is okay, but this section just looks a little, I don't know, it's a little weird. Like it is on a brand, on what they have on their website, but it just looks a little bit weird. So sometimes the designs don't turn out the best, but yeah, now you know it's what it is. I'm learning, so I'm really happy. So that's what I've been doing for the past really like week or 2 weeks. Really just designing emails, breaking down, studying, watching videos, courses, whatever. You can even see like I'm breaking down Dr. Squat right now, Conscious Bar. I just like these brands. Bunch of notes on value delivery. I'm making a bunch of checklists. Again, I'm making assets for the future. I can literally use those for my outreach. I can use those for maybe when I start a coaching offer, maybe someday, maybe not. Who cares? But these will be really useful. So that's what I've been doing. Currently building my outreach scripts, outreach systems, and just lead sourcing. Also kind of like a small SOP. So in terms of like finding leads, because what I'm thinking is I want to reach out to the CEO. But sometimes the brand has like a marketing officer or whatever, so I'm going to probably have to find their email as well. But the cool thing is that I might treat that as like a second lead because it's a different person. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, guys. Like that's pretty much designing. Like you can see I have a very cool Miro board. I'll be sending a Loom outreach. And again, I would show you the outreach scripts, but I just, I'm sorry. I just can't. You would just copy it and nope. So yeah. That's all I've been doing in the past week. And like I said, I had that realization. And another thing that I've also realized is I was focusing like a week ago too much on this breaking down and learning stuff, like watching too many videos and breaking down too many emails. And that's not the highest leverage activity. It's outreach and designing emails and sending them as free value, right? That's why I'm going to start on Monday with this exact thing. And that's why I was so bummed out that I kind of realized this just 2 weeks in that I could have started from day one sending at least DMs and then using those brands for emails 2 weeks down the line if they didn't reply. I just didn't think about that because like I was entering a new niche, a new era, and I was thinking like, oh, I'm just going to learn this stuff now, like literally just learn everything. And it's not that difficult to learn something. It's just like my brain was subconsciously avoiding the pain, which is really interesting. Like this hasn't happened for a long time. But at least I got that now sorted, really dialed in my mind. I'm working on my habits, working on the gym. Like that's just a part of my life, getting better in those areas. But this channel is purely for business. So yeah, hopefully getting better, hopefully growing. I don't know if I am. I feel like I am. Hopefully I am. And again, on Monday, we're starting outreach. And the lessons you can take away from me and my journey this past week is focus on the high leverage. Really, really think about and remove any task that just don't help you at all. Like posting a tweet or an IG reel when you've evidently got 0 case studies. Like that's just, I wanted to do that and that was just stupid. Like I would get 0 views, nobody would listen to me, and it would be cool to have, but like who cares? You know, it's just a waste of time. So really dial in on the things that make you progress the most. So for example, it could be for the gym, learn nutrition and actually eat healthy instead of just learning about it. For business, like my offer could be literally send free value as designs and get better like that. Don't watch too many videos, you know? Because I was still designing emails and that was like the bulk of my time. But instead of it being like 80-20 of the high leverage being the design, it was like 60-40, you know? And you got to be really careful with this stuff, guys, because that's what moves the needle. You got to focus on that. And even if you just spend a few hours a day working on that high leverage activity, then it's a high leverage activity. So automatically it'll push you forward even if you don't work that much. So focus on the high leverage. I would also say the second lesson that you learn, guys, is really protect your time. Because I've started recently like this goal, and I can actually show you this maybe. This goal and progress dashboard. It's really cool, but I'm logging in my time, right? and progressing. And I'm just so conscious of it right now. It's actually crazy. So be conscious of your time. That's the second lesson. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you next week. Peace.